Hi there, how's everyone doing? Welcome in. I wanted to sit so you could see when it's snowing out, but when I sit at the camera, it kind of, I don't know what you see on your end, but I can't see it, so, but it's, welcome to the tundra. It is freaking cold, windy, snowy. It's the full moon in Gemini. So, did the Divine Masculine Energy read the other day. Hope you've all had a chance to take a look at that. Going to tap in today to the Divine Feminine Energy, see where she's sitting at, see if this full moon has anything to say for the counterparts, but not really focusing in on the full moon, focusing more on the Divine Feminine Energy. And I just saw the man holding the heart with the sun, so I feel like this Divine Feminine Collective is in a really good space. We'll see. We will see, yeah? Say hello to Luna. Hi, Luna. She's like, what, Mom? You pulled the blinds back. Now I can see everything. She's so cute. I love my kitty. Hi, Luna. Yeah? Alright, let's see, a few more shuffles. She wants to make sure her message comes through clearly. Alright, deep breath, everyone. Feet flat on the ground. Although I can't reach the ground completely in this chair. It's so short. Ground, ground, ground. Alright, Divine Mother, Divine Father, Holy Spirit, Highest Self, messages regarding the Divine Feminine Collective. Where is she at? And of course, you know how I roll. Male, female, gender doesn't matter. Watch this for a connection. Watch this for your own internal feminine energy. Thinking woman, she's got a lot on her mind. That's perfect with a Gemini moon, right? The 47 card. I feel something brushing against my face here. So this 11 coming into alignment. Oh, well, goodness. Door to personal healing and happiness. Yeah, I feel like this Divine Feminine energy, it's a big collective, is really focused inward on themselves. Not just inward, you know, it's funny how this is coming. It's kind of like me first, but not in that old, excuse me, that old unhealed energy. It's a different space, which it should be. You know, we've had quite a few years where the Divine Feminine has had opportunities to, what are you doing back there? Don't you knock my tree down. You know, she's risen, and I just feel like right now she's really in a really beautiful space of, you know, I'm releasing things that just don't fill my cup, and I'm focusing on what can I do to fill my cup. But there is a new opportunity opening up here with this door to personal healing and happiness. It's just, the divine is guiding it. She's ready. I'm hearing she's ready. I'm done thinking about things. I'm ready to do something about it. Man holding a coin. She's ready to receive her counterpart. She's ready to receive someone who's as serious as they are about the connection. Someone who is good on their own because she's good on her own. She's really, and I just realized I've used the word really quite a few times already in the few short minutes. I just saw 441 on the timer. But yeah, this is just, she's open and sending that signal out to the Divine Masculine that I'm ready. I'm ready. You've been on my mind. I know that you're thinking of me. I know that I can feel your energy grounding in. The Divine Masculine's read the other day was the becoming. And I feel like this is also part of the title for this Divine Feminine is the becoming. Um, and his was ready to build on an old dream. So the Divine Masculine was where he was going back into, like younger years where he had this dream. It could be in business. It definitely could involve the Divine Feminine. Pardon me. I'm still dealing with it's also an inhaler kind of day. So throat is not well. I love this. So Spirit just pointed out to me that we've got mirroring numbers. We got 34, 43. So she this Divine Feminine is saying to me right now, I'm picking up what he's putting down. So and I know that it's the same. So this is a connection that's very in tune with one another. I feel like I want to say after a period of silence, just had the Fool on the bottom of the deck there. So definitely ready. She's learned a great deal about herself, and she's implemented that. She is closed doors that weren't fulfilling for her, and opened doors to allow the universe to bring in what it is that she's here to do and have and be and all that. Boy, that look on the man holding the coin, it's just like, it's quite intense, is it not? Very alluring, very seductive. He is viewing the Divine Feminine, and she knows it. She can feel it. There's this resurgence of part of me wants to say passion, but the other part of me is saying it's more intimate than what she remembers. It's not forced, it's not hurried, it's soft. All right. Let's take a look here. Let's see Divine Feminine's overall energy here. Truly is beautiful out. I was really hoping you could see when the snow picks up. You can see now, a couple minutes before I turned on the camera, you couldn't even see the tree that I can see in this, in the camera here. Couldn't even see it, and it's right across the street. So, hold please. All right, had to take a little break. I don't think Luna is enjoying the incense that I've got burning today, so I had to prop a window open and 28 degrees out and propping windows open. Always, actually. All right, so we did have the Five of Wands come out in the Divine Feminine's overall energy. Let's get a few more. Thank you. Two of Pentacles. I'm hearing I'm done overthinking. I'm done trying to talk myself out of whatever, anything. Really, really over it. See, Princess of Wands, Page of Wands here, ready for, oh, I'm hearing so I feel like this Divine Feminine can feel some communication coming in from the Divine Masculine. She's not messing around anymore. She's not taking small crumbs. She's not taking energy that's not solid. Well, he is certainly showing up solid here. In the overall energy. So she knows there's communication coming in. Obviously she's the Divine Feminine, right? I'm very surprised for these cards coming out for the Divine Feminine. I was expecting some bigger energies, to be honest with you. um, so, thank you. So this Two of Pentacles is saying to me that this Divine Feminine is coming through saying, I'm not playing games anymore, right? But I am going to be cautious. Notice how he's stepping in. He does have to be precarious how he's stepping. You know, there's rocks around. There's a snake there. There's a horned shell with spiky things on it. There's a bird sitting on the other side, and so that snake could, you know, attack at any time, either the guy or the bird, or it's just, the snake is, its head is raised up, ready to attack. And he's just focused on his stability and his balance. I do want to say this Divine Feminine is, she's not oblivious to what's going on around her. She's staying centered. She's staying grounded. She knows there's a snake there. She knows there's, you know, danger wherever she steps with her bare feet. But she's solid. She's not playing games anymore. She's not accepting this immature energy from anyone, especially herself. So that's a big message for cards that don't have a big impact, right? So let's see, we have the King of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Where's the Divine Feminine in her mind space, please? Well, we know what she's thinking about. The Emperor, the man holding the coin. We know that she's definitely got her Divine Masculine on her mind. Not so overly focused. It's very mature. It's very grounded. She's really showing up in I felt this energy coming on and off over the year, but this feels more I don't even know what the word is. Solid. It's solid. It's embodied. The word I want to use, Spirit. I think that's. It's like it's grounding. Everything that she's gone through is grounding. She's showing up as the boss of her life. Really showing up for herself. Her inner masculine energy showing up. Two of Swords. So we've got two twos in the center of the spread here. We've got the Two of Pentacles, and now we've got the Two of Swords. I feel like she's seeing clearly. Typically the Two of Swords is eyes are closed, you know, it's covered, the swords are crossed over the heart chakra closed off, don't want to see, don't want to know. She's put those swords down. She's got a beautiful cat, a Maine Coon cat next to her, very peaceful. There's that full moon. I know it happens Eastern Standard Time around 6:17-ish this evening. I don't know, you know, where all y'all live, but certainly can feel the energy. Yeah, it's just very calming. Like knowing how to calm her thoughts. She's not playing the game of the monkey mind business as before. This Divine Feminine is coming through as like, she means business. She's taking control of her life, self-mastery. I don't mean control as in telling the universe what to do. There is a surrender here, and it's a beautiful dance that she's doing with the universe. She feels very solid, very grounded within herself. is what I'm feeling, even though the cards aren't fully. I was really expecting bigger cards because of what I'm feeling, you know, what I'm picking up. What else in her mind space? Eight of Swords. She's done. She's walking away. She sees things clearly. She's not playing the game anymore. I like how this feminine on this card is walking into the Circle of Swords. So she's not afraid to look at things. She's not afraid to. She knows she's not trapped, but look where the masculine energy is walking away. He's got his back turned. It's like she's saying, you know what, whatever you choose, I've got to do the work. I'm going to face all these things that have been plaguing me, that have been lying to me, telling me that I'm trapped in, these old paradigms and these old timelines. I'm not afraid to look at this. It looks like they're on, that's interesting, like a piece of ice floating in the middle of the ocean here. And it's, some water is seeping through. I don't know, it's very interesting how the depiction on this card. See, they're in this body of water, and is this land? Is this ice? Kind of looks like ice to me. She's willing to step into the unknown and to look at I'm hearing her own consciousness. The masculine here is not totally he's not totally out of the picture though, because he does have one foot. He's got one foot in, right? It's like she's saying, look, I'm going to show you how it's done. And she has, over the years, the Divine Feminine has done it. Whoop, careful. Done a great deal of work to clear the path energetically for the masculine energy. But something shifted a few years ago where she stopped doing it for the connection, started doing it for herself. And now I still feel that, but I'm also seeing, look, she's saying to the masculine, look, it's not as difficult as you may imagine it to be. It's not as scary as you imagine it to be. Look, when we face it together, in our strength, together is stronger than individually. Even though we are strong and whole individually, it's just like that coming together, that third energy. And this is kind of like, it feels like she's just taking his hand and saying, it's okay. It's okay. She's not forcing it. She's not chasing him, trying to get him to see anything. She's just letting him, helping him over the hurdle of facing some of his fears that might be popping up right now. And I did have that in that reading for the Divine Masculine the other day. It's like he was ready to, he's at the space where he's trying to figure out how to implement and show and express himself as the new and true Divine Masculine that he is to the outside world, and the little wobble was, there was fear. There's like, what are other people going to think? How am I going to be received? So those little mindset things. And I just feel like the feminine here is saying, it's okay. It's okay. You're not doing this alone. She's at peace. She's like, whatever comes our way, I'm ready to face it. She's put those two swords down. She's not playing games anymore. She's very Yeah, very at peace. What is that? Finding time out in nature. Tranquil. That's the word I was trying to come up with. Tranquil. Thank you, Spirit. Where is the Divine Feminine in her heart space when it comes to this connection? Ace of Wands. Funny, I think I remember, was it the same spot, Spirit, but or was it in the mind space? I think the Divine Masculine had the Ace of Wands, but they had it in reverse. Like where they're... Oh, she made it. She is crash and burn trying to get up on there. Oh. Look, go look. Sorry. Squirrel. Okay, so there are distractions around the Divine Feminine, but she's focused. She is focused on a new beginning. She's ready. There's this new spark coming. Where are we at in her heart space? Yeah, a new, an ignition point. Feeling the energies amp up. Whoa, hang on. We've got the Five of Cups. But yeah, she's even experiencing some of these old energies come up. You know what? It's typical for any of us. Whether you resonate with the twin flame or divine counterpart situation. Humanity is at this time in December 2025, 2 months before we change from the year of the snake to the year of the fire horse. We are cleaning up. We're going to have thoughts and old patterns and old emotions and old memories come up that are they're coming up to be, so you can light a match to them because they're done. You've done the healing. This Divine Feminine has certainly done the healing. She has empowered herself. Her inner masculine energy is now strong enough to protect her. So she feels safe. She feels secure. She knows she can manifest whatever she wants. But in her heart space, it doesn't feel terribly heavy, but there could be some memories, some old emotions, whether it has to do with the Divine Masculine or not, but they're coming up. Prince of Cups, we've got the Knight of Cups coming through here. So certainly a love offer coming in. She's ready. This is her heart space. She's ready for a new offer, but there is a little bit of a pause. I guess I could say a pause with this Five of Cups of, I don't desire for things to be the way that they used to be. I've got a bit of a feeling of she may be picking up in her heart space where, where the Divine Masculine has released some old mindsets, old identities toward the feminine from past situations. For those who have knowledge of an experience of past incarnate or experiences with, I'm having a hard time with my words, with this Divine Masculine. It's like in the heart space, it's like, I'm ready, I'm not ready, I'm ready, I'm not ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. So I feel like this month, and probably leaning into January 2026 as well, there could be some cleanup of some past disappointments. I don't want to say that they're hurts because they don't feel like they're hurts. It's just memories of past disappointments. That's all they are. Not saying that the masculine is going to be showing up in the same way, but if there is communication coming through, she's sensing it energetically, receiving it telepathically, and that's just getting an old identity of herself to pop its head up, a little bit and say, hey, do you remember when Divine Masculine did this and how you felt? And so she's ready to, she's facing it. She's been facing it. She's been looking at it head on. She's not been shirking, her role in this mission. But she is ready to receive the Knight of Cups here. She's ready to receive it. What's going on in the third dimension for this Divine Feminine Collective, please? I'm looking at these cards and going, I'm really surprised at what's come out. Devil energy, third dimensional. That's exactly, this is Capricorn energy as well. I'm a Capricorn, it's my energy. But Capricorn is definitely third dimensional energy, right? It's the illusion of all of that. Finally a plow. Oh, did you lose it? She plays with my hair ties and it went underneath the rug. She'll get it. She'll get it. What else for this third dimensional reality for this Divine Feminine Collective, please? King of Wands. There's that bossing up energy. Yeah. I feel like for many of the Divine Feminines, there's this getting their mojo back. It's been a hard year for all of us, no matter how you identify. But this Divine Feminine Collective feels like they're feeling the uptick of, the vibration is rising. Final message here. I know I've got one in there. There it is. Page of Cups. I'm hearing tentative. She, her heart is open, but she's cautious. She's very tentative, knowing that her counterpart is coming in. He or she may already have, received physical communication. I actually feel like it's more energetic because of the wands here. Let's take a look at why the devil energy is here. Well, that was quick. Four of Swords. Seven of Pentacles. It did flip in the reverse, so I just want to mention that, but they had me flip it up. Wow. We've got the Eight of Cups. I'm really looking at his body posture. Kind of looks the same. It looks forlorn, doesn't it? The way that the head is bowed. But look at the strength in him. Look at the muscle, the shape of his body. He's built himself up. I just saw something float by me back over there. He's built himself up. he's put a lot of time and energy and effort into this. I want to say, so I'm clarifying the devil energy in the 3D experience of the Divine Feminine. This Divine Feminine collective has healed. They've done the work. They've let their guard down, especially when it comes to themselves, looking at themselves, and they've really done the inner work. Some of you may have found your tribe, like-minded souls that you can breathe with. It's not like you've got to hash out everything that you've gone through and talk out everything. It's just like now you get to talk about anything you want, or nothing at all. Just the tribe that you can just be in their presence, and that's enough. There's something there about that. It's like this overcomes this. She's more focused on the inner work. I like that. So she said, I don't give a fuck what's going on in the outside world. It doesn't matter. It's all an illusion. I get to make my own choices. I'm not trapped. I'm not trapped. Nothing holds me back. If negative thoughts come up, I take a look at them and send them on their way. If they've got a lesson, I ask what that is. She's really in tune with why she's here, with her own becoming. It's been a long year of healing. It's been a long 7 years, quite possibly, of healing due to the maybe some divine masculine was a catalyst for some of this, well, a lot of this healing for sure, but there's something specific coming through with the 7 of Pentacles, and that's going to be different for everyone, so I'm not even going to dip into that anymore. But I do feel like she's also made some peace with the third-party energy, whether in her own life or within the connection. Never realized that before. There's 3 vultures on this tree over here. I do want to say that there's an underlying, it's under the surface message coming through that so I'm seeing the 4 of Pentacles, how the 4 of Pentacles is usually the man is like clutching his coins. It's like nobody can take them from me, and she's got the threat of somebody taking what she's built, but she's not worried about that. She's at peace with it. She's made peace with that there's always going to be interference. Yeah, I'm hearing again that the 3D doesn't matter because it's all an illusion. I know what I know, and that's all that matters. And what she knows is who she is. She knows who her counterpart is. She knows, what their mission, or at least that they've got a mission together here in this lifetime. So I want to see anything else that wants to come through here. There should be a lot to be clarified, I feel, but talk to me about this door to personal healing and happiness, please, Spirit. Anything else you can bring through for the Divine Feminine Collective? Spirit-led. Oh, very interesting. I don't know when this turned, but I've got the Magician upright in the decks, but I'm going to put it back because I don't know when it flipped out. Personal door. Personal door. Door to personal healing and happiness. Prince of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles. Meeting him in the middle. It's like King of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. Meeting him in the middle. Spirit is saying there is a mirroring going on. There's the Eight of Cups. Doesn't he look like John Travolta? I say this every time I use this deck, but can't get away from that. So there are 6 cups that are standing. I never noticed that before. Two are spilled. So the 2 of Cups is spilled, but the 6 of Cups, the reminiscent, the past life soulmate energy. There's been a lot of healing, and I feel like any other healing emotionally that needs to be done is going to be done together with those 2 of Cups. Not all is lost. I feel like this Divine Feminine Collective has put a lot of pieces together to a puzzle that was very confusing this year. I can relate to that. But there's been determination. She never gave up. With whatever you've gone through, you've never given up, and you kept going for whatever, in the name of love, in the name of, your own, the love of, for your own self, for your own journey, for this journey, however you view it. But the 6 of Cups are still standing. That truth alone for the Divine Feminine, that no matter what happens in the 3D, because it's all an illusion, right? No matter what happens, what kind of healing she goes through, what kind of healing the Divine Masculine goes through, this Divine Feminine, there may have been a time where she had forgotten that nothing can break this energetic cord. Nothing can sever this connection, this bond, your soul in another body, right? Nothing can break that. She'd forgotten it for a moment because the 3D life kind of got chaotic for her, and she had to go through that and move through that and process that and build herself through that and remember what the seed she's already planted, to get to the other side of it, to get to the point where, yeah, she's stronger for it, she's wiser, she's more spiritually attuned and connected, and she can start opening her heart. I feel like this Divine Feminine, the opening of the heart started with the self, which it should, but I'm certainly feeling that here. She's remembering, with those 6 of Cups standing, that everything happens in its own time, and all I had to do is just remember to focus on my work, my role in this. Build my coin, build my confidence, build my value and self-worth. Weed out all of these toxic energies, friends, careers, partners, family members, whoever it was. They were all catalysts for your growth, and I'm not saying this Divine Feminine Collective I'm tapping into never knew that, but she had forgotten it, or there's just that chaos got too loud, and this is a coming back to the remembrance of who she is, who her and her divine counterpart are. It's that's where that softness is coming from the man holding a coin. the divine masculine knows, I am going to check in with him in a minute, but the divine masculine knows that he can't come in forcefully, and he's not in a position or in even a mindset where I've got to chase her, but I certainly will pursue this. um, he's solid. He knows where he's going, he knows what he wants, and he knows who he wants on his by his side. So let's tap into that. I like that the divine masculine energy came out with the Emperor and the man holding a coin, because the Empress came out in the divine masculine's final messages toward the end of the reading. So definitely mirroring going on. It's like, oh my gosh. Yeah, we're walking each other home. The High Priestess checking in with this man holding the coin. The High Priestess, he knows. He sees you, Divine Feminine. He sees you. He sees you in himself. Ooh, wow, just got chills right down my body, right down my spine. He's made a decision, and he's not wavering. He knows. He's very strong. He's very confident. He's aware that he's got to be conscious of not dipping over into the cockiness of this. Is like, but he knows there's a new direction. He for the two of you, he knows that there's a clear path opening up. It feels like he's ready to definitely ready. Nine of Swords, but yeah, he's still got some of those. Like I said from the reading the other day, it just like it was like the energy was going in waves. It's like every once in a while, some negative energy was thrown into the reading. It was like like I know which direction I'm going in, and I know who I'm becoming and who I am, and all this, and right now it's just. But what if? All those what ifs. I know there's a new direction. This divine masculine is communicating telepathically with the divine feminine. You may be hearing your counterpart say your name. He's really dipped into his own inner feminine, intuitive energies. But he can feel the power up of the feminine. It's funny, I was talking with someone the other day, and even though I've had a lot of throat issues this year since June, I was mentioning the divine masculine reading that I uploaded, and I don't know if you noticed, but my voice was stronger. My words, even though Mercury was kind of flubbing up some of my words, but they were, I don't know, they were just stronger. And I'm feeling it with this, recording this too, hearing myself talk, compared to just a few months ago. There's a strength that's occurring in the divine feminine collective, and it's going to start showing, whether it's in posture or vocals or whatever. It's showing. But the divine masculine, I do have one little thing coming through here. The divine masculine, even though they are mirroring each other, he's wondering if he can measure up. Can I meet her right where she is? Intellectually, spiritually, mentally, emotionally. Can I measure up? Can I meet her right where she is? Yes, they can. This is just a temporary, mind fuck. I also want to say that this divine masculine, this man holding the coin, could have a lot of stress going on in their life. And the divine masculine reading, I do believe they did have the Tower. When I checked in with, I was clarifying their 3D space. Bottom of the deck, there's that Six of Cups, Four of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, Three of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, matching that King of Pentacles energy. So I love that. We've got the Queen of Pentacles coming out very strong, very nurturing. So, Six of Cups. There's that, those 6 cups that are still standing. It's the remembering. And I love this Four of Cups here. Typically, it's where the guy's not paying attention to what the universe is offering him in the 1 cup. Well, he's received all 4 cups. And he has gained what he's needed from all of them, because we've got abundance back here. We've got fruits and wine, and the structure of the home in the background, the mountain, the steadiness, and the horse coming through, as we're moving into the year of the horse, come February. He's not disappointed. He's not bored with these. He's he's got a smirk on his face. Can you see that? He's satisfied with himself, with the work that he's done, she's done, whoever, I'm talking about the divine feminine. She's very pleased. She knows she's moving forward and manifesting this Ten of Pentacles, this legacy for herself. She's very solid in her own, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. I love this three of Wands as well, because she's very directed, very connected with the earth, with the sky. She's blossoming and blooming. Look at the lotus flowers around her. She's solid. While she waits on the universe, she's good. she's so in tune with herself. It's beautiful. It feels yummy. She's been nurturing herself. She's been, and to do that, she's had to look at illusion. She had to look at fantasy. She had to look at lies. She had to look at the truth of herself. So her own becoming is showing here. That Four of Cups is really drawing me in. Yeah, I just realized there's a fruit tree, pear tree, peach tree, something like that behind him. There's flowers coming up along by his blanket there. There's a lotus flowers, there. And how it's painted, it's like, it's the energy. It's like they're opening like that, and you can see the energy around them. I love this deck because it's done in stipple for the most part, and I love stippling. It's time consuming, requires a great deal of patience. So there again, patience. He's good. This guy here, this divine feminine energy. I feel like I want to say what she doesn't realize 100% is she knows she's manifesting. She knows there's an old dream that she's even resurrecting here. But there is something that she just doesn't understand yet until she's in it. She's good where she's at, but where she's going is like, she's going to get there. It's like, wow, I never imagined how good this could be. just in love with life all the way around. And she knows that all she had to do is just love herself, nurture herself. Holy cow, I didn't realize I was on here for almost an hour. I apologize. I wasn't expecting. Well, it's Thursday, right? I woke up thinking it was Monday. So time is just really all over the place lately. Of course, that's an illusion too, right? What else? The past and transformation. So yeah, this Divine Feminine has certainly transformed the past. Divine Masculine had this as one of their cards too, for their final messages. You know, I want to say, we've done it. I don't think I have to say it, but I'm going to say it. It's like you're also being given an opportunity to return to a past dream. Just like the Divine Masculine. I said it a little bit ago with that Six of Cups. A lot of this door to personal healing and happiness is, look at the doorways here. What does it lead to? Man holding the coin. Twin flame, divine counterpart, however you want to view it. And the Ten of Pentacles. It's where you're going. It was all for the greater good. Final message, please. Universe is recognizing your transformation here. Oh, that's way too many, Spirit. One final message. Message of guidance for the Divine Feminine Collective, please. This one. The Law of Attraction. Yeah, you are definitely, you've raised your vibration. You are certainly, well, I've got to take it because they came out together and I chose this one. Says go for it. So now's the time. You've done the work. You are magnetizing to yourself that which you're meant to receive, Divine Feminine. So good on you. You know, you're becoming as well, you're starting to see how it all flows together. Yeah. Again, so I'm really shocked that no bigger cards came out, but that's all right. I hope it got the point across. So, yeah, there you have it. If you're interested in any personal reading, my email will be in the description box below. I am offering a discount this month because it is my birthday month. So just contact me and we can go from there, yeah? All right, I love you. Thanks for joining me. We'll talk to you soon.